June 23, 2007. The night train rattled through the darkness of the Swiss Alps, its compartments lit by the soft glow of oil lamps, when a scream was heard that would echo through the corridors of criminal history. In one secluded cabin, a man lay motionless, his body pierced by 37 knives, the remnants of a fire licking the wooden panels and the door locked from the inside as if the very walls were trying to conceal a secret. No witnesses, no footprints, no witnesses at all, just a locked door and a horror that would become infamously known as the murder on the Orient Express Killer. The victim, Anton Weber, was a 42-year-old businessman traveling from Zurich to Milan. He had been on his way to close a multi-million-dollar deal that could have secured his fledgling tech company's future. Yet, in the early hours of that fateful night, his life was extinguished in the most brutal fashion imaginable. The case, later dubbed Murder 2007 by the media, sent shockwaves across Europe and quickly became a high-profile investigation that tested the limits of forensic science, detective intuition, and courtroom drama. Background: Anton's life on the surface seemed ordinary. Born in a modest suburb of Stuttgart, he grew up in the post-Cold War era, where ambition was the currency of the new Europe. He married young, earned a degree in engineering, and moved into the burgeoning world of software development. By 2005, his startup, Nexa Tech, had attracted venture capital and was poised to become a player in the emerging cloud computing market. Yet behind the polished veneer lay a trail of unpaid debts, strained relationships, and a series of business dealings that many considered morally ambiguous. The train, the legendary Orient Express, was a symbol of luxury and intrigue. By 2007, it had been repurposed as a tourist attraction, offering exclusive chartered journeys through the Alpine passes. Anton had booked a private cabin for a night's travel, hoping to enjoy a quiet respite before his crucial meeting in Milan. Little did he know that his final stop would be a scene of unimaginable carnage. Key facts: the crime scene presented a paradox. The compartment door was bolted from the inside, the lock showing no signs of forced entry. The interior was scorched, yet the fire had been set deliberately after the stabbing, perhaps in a futile attempt to destroy evidence. Investigators found 37 knife wounds, 20 in the torso, the rest scattered across the limbs and neck, indicating a prolonged, frenzied attack rather than a single decisive blow. Forensic analysis revealed that the knives were all of the same make, a set of kitchen knives belonging to the train's galley, suggesting the murderer had easy access to the weapons. Blood spatter patterns showed that the victim had been moved after the stabbing, likely to the center of the cabin where the fire had been ignited. A single hair, later identified as belonging to a woman with dark brown hair, was recovered from the soot. Moreover, a faint scent of expensive cologne lingered in the air, a fragrance commonly used by high-end perfume brands. The train's surveillance system, though functional, suffered from a brief 12-second blackout exactly at 02:13 a.m., a glitch that would later become a crucial point in the investigation. The prime suspect emerged swiftly: Elena Markov, a 35-year-old Russian expatriate traveling under a false passport. Elena had been sharing the same carriage with Anton, and a thorough background check revealed that she had previously been involved in a fraudulent venture with a company that Anton's firm had attempted to acquire. Witnesses recounted a heated argument between the two just hours before the train entered the Gotthard tunnel. Elena's alibi fell apart when investigators discovered that the cologne on the hair matched the exact scent she had purchased at a boutique in Zurich 2 days prior. The trial began in Zurich's Federal Criminal Court on March 12, 2008. The prosecution, led by esteemed prosecutor Dr. Markus Lentz, painted a picture of premeditated murder fueled by revenge and financial desperation. Lentz presented the forensic evidence: the identical kitchen knives, the fire's timing, the hair, and the cologne. He argued that Elena, aware of Anton's impending deal that would have exposed her involvement in a prior fraud, seized the moment to eliminate him, staging the fire to conceal the true motive. Defense attorney Sophia Richter, a sharp-tongued litigator known for her theatrical courtroom presence, countered with a narrative of self-defense and accidental death. She claimed that Alina and Anton had been engaged in a consensual, albeit volatile, relationship, and that a sudden argument escalated. According to Richter, Alina had grabbed a kitchen knife in a fit of rage, striking Anton once before he fell unconscious. When panic set in, she allegedly attempted to revive him, inadvertently causing additional wounds. The fire, she argued, was a desperate attempt to hide a tragic accident, not a pre-planned cover-up. The courtroom drama reached its climax when a forensic expert testified that the pattern of wounds could only be produced by multiple stab wounds delivered in rapid succession, inconsistent with a single, panicked thrust. The expert also demonstrated that the fire's temperature was insufficient to have destroyed DNA evidence, contradicting the defense's claim that the blaze erased critical proof. Verdict: after 4 weeks of testimony, the jury deliberated for 18 hours. The verdict, read on April 2, 2008, was unequivocal: guilty of premeditated murder and aggravated arson. Subscribe to the verdict for more stories like this.